friends, it's Nancy, and today we're going to work in Spellbound. And remember, I told you there's a couple ghosts that kind of live in one of the shops. Well, we're going to work on that page today. So I have supplies, but I'm going to go through everything I have. So I'm just going to kind of move some things out of the way for now. And I hope you're all doing well. I am doing fine. I love working in my Spellbound, so I wanted to show you what I did. Oh, and I just wanted to do a quick show here in the beginning of Lucinda's page here. I did put her name here. Okay, yeah, I did put her name there, and I will put the names there mainly for myself too, because even though I have it on the front page, I need to remember who's here. What the witches are. It's easier for me to do that, so I will be doing that. So this is Brooms and Brews Coffee Shop, and then the next one I'm going to be putting the gals on these. This is Petals and Potions. So on the back of this is the Petals and Potions, and here's the middle folder. And on the back of this folder, we're going to make a window to the shop. Actually, this way, because I'll show you what I did. I had another folder that was dyed, and I cut it in half. So I have the one half of the folder, and I made sure that it fit over the folder that I have, because I think when I did put these folders in, I had to trim a little bit off in the beginning on the side here. So I'm going to make a window to the shop, and then we're going to see the ghosts, and we'll get to that. So anyway, I love how this is dyed. So I wanted to make a pane, like a window pane, right? So what I did is on my piece, I measured 1 inch around the whole thing, and it's not perfectly even. It doesn't matter to me. So I measured out 1 inch for the frame of the window, and then in the middle I measured down 1/2 inch this way, and then 1/2 inch across the middle this way. Okay, so it'll be a 4-pane window into the shop. So once I did that already, I did draw that. And I love how this looks on this edge here, but you can see in here on the pane, it needs a little more work. I had purchased this TIm Holtz black opaque texture paste, and I thought it might be fun to kind of put it on the window pane. I don't know, we'll see, but that would be at the end, because then after I get everything done, I would have to put it on and set the book aside to dry. So that'll be at the end. I don't know, I bought it, I need to play with it, so I'm going to use it. So the first thing, once I measured that, I need to cut these 4 windows out. So I'm going to move my book over out of the way. I have a little cutting mat here, my ruler, and a blade. So I'm going to cut these out. Now, if you don't like a 4-pane window, you can do you know, a different type of window, right? You can do whatever you want, but I just wanted a big window, and I'm trying to see where my panes are. And I'm not gonna like, it is what it is. It's gonna work, and right about there. Okay, I'm going to cut my window open the best I can, and take these 4 squares out of here. And I'm not worried about them being perfect by no means, because it's an old shop, and I'm okay with that. This was something I wanted to do. I thought it would be such a cute idea to have a window into the shop, and you can make, you know, windows into all the shops if you want. But I thought we needed a couple ghosts for sure. Oh, I went off there, but I'm not going to worry about it. Went a little off, but that's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, so there's that. And even though I cut, I can square that up and use that as a tag or something. So that's the first one. So it's not so hard. Not too bad, right? It's going to work out just fine. Okay. So are you working on your Spellbound, or anybody else working on one, or your version of it? Oh my, I'm just having fun. And if I didn't have all the other projects I wanted to do, I'd be working on this one all day, every day. Well, not every day, but I do have a life. I do have my life, right? We all gotta deal with that and do that and do all the other fun things. But no, in my spare time I would be working on this one only. But you know, I love doing Witchwood Lane, and then I think we're going to do actually a Halloween version of it. I love it so much. I want to do, and I hope you'll bear with me because I have to do it. I have to make one before I do my next project. So I really, really, really want to do one more. And it won't take long. Look how cool that is. Yeah. Okay, so far so good. I'm loving it. I am. Now let's just get these two done. And then we can start. Oh, wasn't on my mat there, was I? That's okay. That's why I have a Dollar Tree mat under me where I work. And when they get to a point where they're no good, I throw it away and I have another one ready and waiting for me. So those are just the Dollar Tree placemats that I work on. And I put some shelf liner under it to keep it from slipping on the table, in case you wanted to know. I'll show you. See, I just buy the Dollar Tree shelf liner roll and the mat, and I just put a little bit of glue on the back and put a sheet of this, and it doesn't, it won't move. And I wipe it down, and when I feel like it's, like I could wipe it, it's got purple ink on it. But when it gets to a point where I don't think it looks very nice, then I can throw it away. I don't feel so bad. I throw it away and then just pull the shelf liner off the back. It just comes right off because I didn't put a lot of glue. And then I just put a new one. I glue this back onto a new one. So I'm really very happy with that. Okay. All right, I think I got it. I didn't do a very good cutting job there, did I? On that window, see it. But, you know, once you get the texture paste on it or whatever, if you know what else you can do? If you had the TIm Holtz, like if you have the wood grain, embossing folder, and I've done that before on things, where you can just run some black or brown cardstock through it and then glue that on, and that'll look like a wooden frame. But I'm going to try this texture paste stuff. I just want to try it and see, look at that, and see what it looks like. That's all. And see, it doesn't have to, it's not perfect. It's just not perfect. But once you get it decorated, I think we're not going to worry about that at all. So, okay. And we're almost done. And then I'll show you my next supply that I have. Okay. It's easy, and it's just using things probably most of us have around the house. So it's not like we have to buy something special, right? Okay. But I wanted to do this step by step with you. Okay. Okay, there we go. Wonderful. Ooh, I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, so Let me get rid of this. So now I have my window. I don't think I need this anymore. So that is the window, and let me bring over Spellbound again here so we can look. So it's pretty cool looking window. I hate to cover that background up, I really do. Ooh, now that I see it through there, there's like purpley, black, brown. Okay, I might have to change my mind and leave it like this, but I'm not sure. Because I had a different idea, but I really don't want to cover that up. Okay, well, in the meantime, while I'm thinking, I'm going to show you my ghosts. All I did, I mean, they're cute. I don't know, they're not ghostly looking. I guess I could put ghostly ones on there, but I don't know. But anyway, I have this tracing paper. I got this, I think, at the Dollar Tree a while ago, so I'm not sure if they still have it. It's just 24-pound. It's in like kids' drawing section tracing paper. So I just free-handed some ghosts. And this is Grimsley, and this is Clara. Now, Grimsley and Clara were married years and years and years ago, a couple hundred years ago. And their house was the where Petals and Potion is right now. That was their home, like back in the 1800s. So, and they were a cute couple. Grimsley was just a kind of a grumpy old guy, you know, kind of grumpy. You can kind of tell that. And Clara was just a sweet, gentle soul. She really was. But he loved her and she loved him. And anyway, they decided they wanted to stay there. So they kind of just hang out in the Petals and Potion shop. So that's who I thought would be fun to be in the shop. Now, if I were to leave it like this, it would look something like this. Now, as much as I love it, it's kind of boring to me, really. Okay, so I'll show you my idea. And I think I'm going to go with my original idea. I just freehand cut them out of that tracing paper and used a black pen and drew their eyes. I'm like, ugh, I'm not that good at that, but I did it. So what I did was I went into, I think I went into, this might have been the Kitchen Witch digital kit, actually, that I'm getting this image. I was looking for an image from one of the kits that had like the inside of a home. Like I have the ones where the counters are and the witches are working, and then the shelves with the stuff on it and that. But I was looking for another part of the house, and there are a few images of fireplaces. And now this one I like because it's not too dark, and it has the fire in it, and it has all the herbs and berries and things like that. But I kind of like it. So I just printed it like 8 by 10, and I thought that would look super good as if you're looking into the shop to see, okay? So my idea was to do this, and then what I was going to do is put, because you can see through this tracing paper. I don't know if you can see it on the camera. Let me see. I'm going to look. I don't know. Oh, yeah, you can see the shop. Yeah, you can see behind them, so you can see their true ghosts, right? And they're cutesy. You know, they are cute, but, yeah. So that would be Clara on that side, and Grimsley, grumpy old Grim, he's kind of on that side there, and I can make her, I don't want to make her too small. And that's kind of, and I love how you can see their true ghosts, because you could see right through them. And just think how fun this will be with this kind of around it. What I think I'll do is I'll ink the edges with black to kind of go with that. And then we'll add this, I think we'll add this to the frame of the window first, and once it dries, then I will glue the frame onto here because I know I'll mess it up. So this was my idea here, like this. I think it's pretty fun. I like it, and I would glue this whole folder down. Oh, the other thing is I have, and I don't know, I think I might have got this from Michael's. It's acetate. It's 003 clear. And I think I got this at Michael's. So I wanted to make it a real window. So I have a piece of that here, and it's backed with some of this tissue here. And I thought, let me move this, and yeah, this would have to be glued on. So this would look like a real window. Now, I don't know if that shows up on the camera, but let's see if I could turn this and show you. Yeah, you would see it. It's like a real, it would be like a real window. So you don't have to do that, but I think it'd be fun. So what I think I'll do first is glue this image down. I will place the ghosts where they need to be, something like that. And I will glue them probably along the bottom here because this will cover the glue and they will stay in place. And then we're going to take this, ink it, and put the texture paste on it first. Then that's probably as far as we can get because then I need this to dry. Once it dries, I can glue the acetate to the back here and then glue this onto here. I think that's the plan, okay? So I'm very excited to do this. I think it'll be super cute. So I'm going to move this couple over here. And I think I do need to cut some of this off. So I printed it 8 by 10. So I'm going to make sure it goes up this far. And then I can cut some of that bottom off. Now let me just measure this out with a pencil so I know how much to cut off my bottom here. Something like that. Okay, so I'm going to cut that part off. The rest I don't have to cut off. And then let's get that done. And I don't even have to be super careful, but I'm going to just do it like this. Okay, I don't have to worry about the rest because it's going to be covered up. Now I have to just make sure it's going to be where I want it to be and then glue it down. So I'm going to line up my edges of this file folder with the edges of the existing file folder. And then I can make sure my image is where I need it to be. So I'm going to just move this image down a little. Let's see here. I'm just buttoning it up there like that. And then I'm going to put it here, line it up. Like so. I love it that it's a big window too. I like it. I like it that it's a big window. Okay, that's where I want it. So I'm going to hold that down, move my window. Needs to be just straightened out a little. And now I'm going to take my glue stick here while I'm holding it. And I'm going to go behind here and start getting some of this stuck down here. Okay, this can be stuck down. Once I get most of it, then I can lift up and keep going. So let's get that stuck down like so. Yeah, as much as I love this background here, I think it's so much more interesting to have the, like, looking into the inside of the shop. And the ghosts are looking out. And I just wanted to make something whimsical, a whimsical couple that used to live in the building. And they might have a little more of a story, but for now, I introduced them to you. Okay, let me get this on here better. And then that's easy enough, I think. And then we can put where the ghosts are going to go. So there, I've got my image down exactly where I want it. I'll check it again, lining up my folders here like that. So that looks good. Love that. Okay, great. Now, let's put Grimsley and Clara back in the shop here. Okay. So Grimsley, he's going to be the taller one, like that. And I had to work on it and just freehand cut them down because I still wanted to see some of the image of the shop. So, and I think I like it. I think I like just how it is. I mean, you know, it is what it is. I think they're cute, so I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go for it. Now, she's going to be a little shorter and kind of on a curve is what I think would look good. And he's got to be maybe like that. So he's going to be a little taller and she's going to be a little shorter. Okay, like so. So now that I know where they're at, they're going to be fine. Once I get the acetate and everything, they'll be flat, but I am going to attach them down here, so they're going to stay, whoops, they're going to stay where I put them. Okay. Put her a little more crooked, like a little more on an angle. He's kind of that way, and she's more of an angle. Okay, now I'm holding them down so I can remove my frame, and I am just going to just trim a little bit of that off. I am just going to run some glue down here to hold them, and you're not going to see that. So that's easy enough. They're going to be where I put them. They will lay flat once I put the acetate window over them. They're going to be sandwiched in between there, but for now they're exactly where I need them to go. Well, that was easy, and I love how you see behind them. You can see their fireplace and everything behind them. Okay, well, now we're going to work on the frame here. We're going to attempt to see how that works out, okay? So let me, I'll just get this piece here from the acetate. I think I want to ink around the edges first. I think that's probably a good idea. So let me get my inks here. And then we will see. Actually, I'll probably get my glue book here. I'll open this up. It'll be better. So let me get that. This will be better this way. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to just take my black soot and ink. Oh, today, let's see, today's Thursday. You're seeing this on Thursday, but I'm making this Wednesday. If you're into that show, Wednesday on Netflix, the new season is starting today. And Wendy's has a Wednesday happy, kind of like a meal. Oh, I wanted to cut that little piece there. Okay. Has a meal out in honor of her. So I might have to swing by and get one if I can, just because the bag is cute and the box the fries come in is cute. And you know, I did make an Addams Family journal, so I don't know, I just thought it might be fun. So in case you like the Addams Family type thing, it is a great series. It's a little dark, but it's really nothing to be scared of. It's a great story. I love it. So I'm going to give this a good inking here, especially around the panes where it was lighter, just so it covers up the area, so I don't miss anything with the. I don't have to maybe, you know, I don't want to overlap with the paste. And I have not used that black paste, so it's going to be a first. But with the humidity and all that we have here, in Illinois, it's probably going to take, I'm going to give it at least 48 hours to dry. I'm not going to be in a hurry to glue it on, but because I don't want to mess it up. I thought about just, you know, my go-to frame is the embossing folder with paper and doing that. I like that idea, but I had bought this and I just wanted to try it to make it like a little more dimensional and something different. So it's either going to be a good idea or not, but I think it'll be fine. I think it'll be super fine. So I'm not going to stress and just enjoy the process, right? And doing a little bit of mixed media, as they call it. Something other than just glue and paper and paint. So I'll be the guinea pig and I'll give it a try. And if you like how it turns out, then you can do the same or come up with your own version of a window. Okay, almost there. Okay, I think up down here yet. A little more down here. Okay. And if you want, you can just ink your folder with any of your inks, your sprays. You can stencil then. You can do stenciling on this instead. I mean, there's probably a bunch of ideas we could come up with to make this window frame. You can even, if you want it to be spookier, you can make spookier ghosts. You can take the acetate and like cut into it to make it look like a cracked window. But this is a functioning shop, so I didn't want to crack the window. Okay. I think we're good. I think I'm okay with that. I think I got all the edges pretty good. So now we're going to play with that paste. We're going to try it and see. Oops. We're going to give it a try. Okay, I have a spatula knife here. And first time I'm opening it, it's Black Opaque Distress Texture Paste. Oh, okay, there it is. Let's just see how it looks. Oh, I like it. It's very thick, it's like frosting. Like, yeah, it's like frosting. All right, well, here goes. Let's just get it on there, I guess, and start spreading it on. I guess it's a good idea to have something behind it for now while you're doing this, and then I think when you want it to dry, you put it on something else. Oh, it's kind of fun actually to work with. I like it. And then you can smooth it on, and with the palette knife you can, like, you know, texture it yourself. But let's just at least get it on. Let's just get some on, and it could be thick or thin. I guess obviously the thicker would be take longer to dry, but that's okay. We have time. You see it? Oh, and that does look like window pane would. I like it. Oh, this is super fun. I like playing with this stuff. You know, and I have the glow paste. I don't even know if it's any good. The problem, and TIm Holtz tells you this, he says you buy it and then you save it because you don't want to use it. But then you go back a year later or so, or 2 years later, and try to use it, and then it's all dried up and you never even used it. And he always says that. He says, if you're going to buy it, use it. You can always get another one if you run out or if you really like it, but don't save it. Use it. I'm like, that is so true. I can see that. Makes sense. We hoard stuff because we don't want to use it, and then it's no good anymore. So the hardest part is just the little pieces here. It's not even hard. I'm like, and I don't mind that it hangs over a little. That's going to be fine too. That just, let me just kind of Okay, I'm going to do the middle, so I'm going to turn it. I'm going to turn it, and I'm going to hold this down. This is fun, really is. I highly recommend playing with some of this stuff. This is going to make a great window frame. I might have to use this. Yeah, I just got it, so I'm going to use it, Tim. I'm using it. I'm going to use it as many times as I can in my Halloween journaly stuff. But it's great. Wow. This is fun. Okay, just make sure you get your edges here. Trying to see here what I did. Sorry if my head's in the way. Okay, there's that. See how it goes over the edge, but I'm okay with that. I think that's going to be cool. It'll make it look more old and rustic, like it's an old building, so it has an old window. Okay. Need to play some spooky music while we're working here, maybe, huh? Because then I can get quiet and do this. So just pick it up once in a while and see where you're at. I mean, I'm not putting it on super thick, but oh yeah, I love that. That is good. Good stuff here. Okay, here we go on to the bigger parts now. And if you don't want to watch me do this, it's fine. I think it can get a little boring. Or go make yourself a cup of tea. There you go. And come back. I'll still be here with you. I'll be here. So yeah, then I would probably just change the page that it's on. Put it somewhere to dry. Right? I would probably put it somewhere to dry. At least overnight, probably, if not 2 days, depending on how humid it is in your area. Right? It's going to make a great window. I can see, yeah, it's going to be fine. This is bumpy, this book, because it's my glue book and I've turned pages. I'll put it on a flat surface so it dries flat. Because, you know, obviously there is some moisture in this paste, and this folder is, you know, thinner, so it's going to warp it. But I would suggest laying it flat. Lay it flat somewhere. See how you can just give it the texture with the knife like this, and it looks like an old window. I love that. So let's keep going. I'll try to go fast, but I want to enjoy this. Let's just get this on here. And you can even, if you want, you can make that line where the window meets. You can build it up and do that. See how I have like well, I did have it. Now I ruined it. Let's see. I had a line there. That's okay. It doesn't matter. All right. Let's keep going. But yeah, this is like just frosting a cupcake. Very nice. Very satisfying, I have to tell you. Very satisfying. Very, very. And then if you need to fix it more, once it dries, you could probably just add more on top. Yeah, that looks super good. Okay. So you can get like a base coat maybe. I'm trying to think the best way. Just like a smooth, thin coat to cover, and then go back in with a little more for the texture part maybe. That might be a good idea. Trying to get it off the back here. You can always look and see. There we go. Like that. Okay, I'm getting there. Let me turn it again. Just don't get like marks from the tip so it looks, you want to just kind of, you know, get it how you, just so it kind of looks like old. Just, you can, I think this is not going to dry that fast that you're not going to be able to go back in and fine tune it the way you want it, okay? Just moving it around so it's not sticking. This is going to look so cute. I'm excited to see how this looks when it's done. I'll try to go as fast as I can here. You know, it just takes a few minutes to get the feel of what you're working with, and then it goes better. There we go. We still have all the other witches to do their pages, and we're gonna add a few more things. So we have time. I think we're doing a good job on Spellbound for the time. You know, it's still August and we're still doing well and still filling in with other projects, which I really am happy about. Really happy about that. That I'm able to still fit in some other projects too along the way. Okay, I'm going to turn this because I am a lefty, so. Okay. Okay, almost there. Rounded the corner here. Okay. And you can lift it up and see where you're at. I think it's looking really good. I'm glad I opened this up to try it. Okay, almost. And I'm just spreading it on flat first to get it covered, and then I can go back in like this. That seems to work good. All right, and a little more. I'm going to turn it. Oops, drop the cover. It's okay. There's nothing in it. All right. And then we'll just kind of look at it. But, you know, you could fool around with this so much, but I'm not going to fool around. I'm just going to do it and leave it how I did it. Let it be as generic as possible. Yep. I got sloppy there at the end, didn't I? Just kind of do this. make sure it's on the part that I need it to be, and then I can always scrape the rest, put it back in the container. It's probably a good idea to put some saran wrap over that too, because it didn't come with a... All right, let me show you. Let's get it off this piece. Let me get it off. Oh, I'm losing my voice here. Hold on. Pick up my lid. I think I'm going to get a piece of saran wrap and cover that in a minute here. But let me move that out of the way. And let me see if I can lift this up. Hold it for a second and then turn the page so we can get a better look at this. Okay, there it is. Oh, it makes a great window, don't you think? That's a great window. I love it. Yeah, that's going to take a little time, and I can see a few edges here. I need to just trim or touch up here. So, okay, I'm going to let you go, but that's how it's going to be. And in the next video that we do work on Spellbound, you'll see, I'll have it put on there already. I'm just going to glue it on, like when it's done, glue around it and plop it over the ghosts, and that will complete that page. So, all right, friends, thanks so much for hanging with me. I hope this gave you some inspiration to make some ghosts haunting your shops in your Spellbound journal. All right, take care now. See you soon. Bye.